what's up, guys? It's your boy, Duty. I'm right here with my brother, motherfucking Benny Alive. We're gonna be reviewing Bohemian Rhapsody. I just saw this shit today with my wife. She had to go to work. She couldn't do this review, so I had to, this motherfucker had to fill in. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm your wife for now.
God damn it.
Yeah, really.
Anyway, this is gonna be our review for Bohemian Rhapsody. Stick around, Poopy Devil. Swoop!
Wonder what it's like to fly way up in the sky, where these mountains shrink and the stars speak. I wish I could see just a peek out looking through their eyes. The other side, and I'll scream. I want it all. Come on, tell me I get rise then tell me otherwise, and I'm coming up and best believe. No, they're ready for me.
So, let's talk about this fucking movie, Danny. Bohemian Rhapsody. How did you like it?
I thought the whole movie was like great overall. Like, I loved it. There was definitely a lot to take away from that movie.
This movie was 2 hours, and let's see. This movie is 2 hours and 14 minutes long. It's a biography of
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury of Queen and his life. It stars Rami Malek as Freddie Mercury. What did you think of him?
I feel like Rami Malek did a really great job.
Did he convince you as Freddie Mercury? Were you convinced?
Yeah, there was definitely like no question about it. Like, he was a really great choice, really good, really great actor. And side by side comparison, it was just kind of looked like him too.
Right. This movie was directed by Bryan Singer, and it's also starred Lucy Boynton?
Bryan Singer directed this?
Yeah, Bryan Singer directed this movie.
Okay.
Yes. And it's the chronicle of the years leading up to Queen's legendary appearance at the Live Aid, which was a concert that they did. It was like for charity, correct?
Yeah, it was a charity concert.
Freaking Phil Collins. Who else was playing at this show?
Elton John.
Elton John. And loads of other freaking legends. So, tell me about the story, Danny. How did you like the story?
Yeah, the story was like really. It was a really good. It was a really good plot.
Before going into this movie, did you know anything about Queen and the story of Freddie Mercury?
Yeah, I knew a little bit about Queen.
Partially.
I partially knew about Queen, Freddie Mercury, and like a
little bit of
what he was about.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you? Would you consider yourself a Queen fan?
Queen fan?
Or were you a fan?
Yeah, definitely.
Did you just listen to the music, or you would hear some songs on the radio, or
I would
wherever
definitely hear a lot of songs on the radio, still to this day, and I was always a fan of Queen ever since I got into them when I was like in high school or middle school.
Right. So, I definitely liked this movie. I thought the story pacing I didn't feel like it was rushed. I didn't feel like any parts were fucking cringe. The script I thought it was fine to me. I didn't think anything was cheesy. I didn't feel like there were any scenes, I guess, that were unnecessary. The whole movie, pacing, the script, the scenes, everything from start to finish, I was into it. I was in my feels. If you want to say that, I was in my feels in this movie. We are musicians, okay? So this movie definitely influenced the crap out of us because we are much like Freddie Mercury. We have dead end jobs. We dream big, and watching this fucking legend of a rock star go from working fucking baggage handler at an airport, to just randomly walking up to this band that he says in the movie that he's been following, and he just starts singing in front of them and then joins his band. And it's definitely inspiring, not just for us as musicians, but we can definitely say that it will inspire you, no matter who you are.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot to take home from this movie,
yes.
whether you just be musicians or just whatever else you do.
Right.
There's definitely a lot for everybody to take home.
Okay. What were some scenes that stood out for you?
To me, definitely the scene where he came out. The scene where his dad is like super unsupportive,
right?
And him recording an album.
Yeah, they sold the van the very first time. They sold a van.
Yeah.
Sacrifices. If you're a band watching this, or you're in a band watching this, you know all about sacrifices. They sold their damn van to be able to afford to record this album.
Yeah, to me, like that definitely hit home.
Yeah, and I guess they were at the right place at the right time, where that executive or an A&R, whoever the fuck the guy was, he discovered them and then wanted to work with them, and that's essentially where the career popped off, you know?
Yeah.
Their demo traveled from one hand to another hand, and they became Queen. The whole movie was great. All the scenes were great. I definitely love scenes where they were creating the song.
Yeah.
I felt like I was there. I was just so intrigued when they were doing the opera.
Yeah.
The opera parts. I was so intrigued.
That's definitely relatable.
Especially when they were, what was it? Real quick, before we continue. Danny, have you ever been in a band where the members are late? Where the members are late
all the time.
Oh, dude. You know what was fucking hilarious? When, it was like sort of at the end, before they played the big show, he's looking to reconcile with his band, right? And he sets up this meeting with, what was it, Miami Beach? And he actually shows up on time for this meeting so he can reconcile. And he's waiting, and then the bandmates, they come. And then, they have this little conversation for them to forgive him. He's asking for forgiveness. Let's play the show. One of the guitarists asks him to leave for no good reason. He literally says, I felt like it.
Yeah.
Or I just wanted to. Something along the lines like that. And Freddie was waiting outside. And what was my point?
Late members?
That he was late. That he was fucking late. The band members, they knew they had to meet up with Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury was waiting for them, and they came late. He asks Miami Beach, where are they? And Miami Beach is like, they're late. Which is like, Mercury was always fucking late. And now it's him waiting for them. So it's like, that was fucking hilarious. The other scene that stood out for me was definitely the ending, I guess, recreation of the concert. That sucked me in, man. My heart was pumping. I felt I was there. I was on stage with him. When he was crowd controlling, when he was doing all that, my god, that was so fucking awesome.
That was a real tearjerker moment.
I was just there like, gosh, just imagine how it would feel, man. Just like to play in a fucking stadium with all those people just singing your songs. Like, you dream of that,
Yeah.
For those of us trying to come up. What is your rating for this movie? We've already said that it definitely inspired us. Okay, the story was great. I definitely didn't find anything cheesy.
It didn't feel like 2 hours long. It just felt like
I wasn't bored. Were you bored?
Yeah, I was never bored.
Never bored.
There was a lot of emotions like flying at you all at once, and like there was tearjerker moments. There was hilarity. I think there was one moment that stood out where like the guy who had the final say so in the music.
Shrek, Mike Myers.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys don't know, it's Mike Myers, the guy who didn't approve of fucking Bohemian Rhapsody. And then Queen, they bailed on him. It was like, hey, you will always be the guy who lost Queen. That's Mike Myers, fam.
Yeah, he was like,
That's
he was
Shrek.
making an issue. Well, not
the character he's
playing.
playing. He didn't really see the vision, or
Yeah, and he was making an issue over 6 minutes, and then what did Queen
talk
say?
about the radio, that it being too long for the radio.
Yeah, he was like, if 6 minutes is an issue, I pity your wife.
And then
I was dying at that point.
And that the album that they made wasn't exactly what they had agreed on, I guess.
Yeah. The funny thing is that what you set out to, as musicians, when you set out to make something, it's never going to be the same as you originally intended.
Right.
It's always different working with different people.
Right. And he says that, when he's asking for the forgiveness, he legitimately, because he went to go work on a solo album, from what I understand, right? And, these people were like yes men, the people he was working with. He was telling them what to do. And when he came back to ask for forgiveness for his band because he decided to go off on his own, he admitted to them that he needed them.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, these people he was working with were like yes men, and it's different from working with people who you can collaborate with. It's a collaborative effort, and you can actually build upon and create a masterpiece. And he said that he needed them, and then in return they also needed him.
Yeah, it was a real beautiful moment, like seeing that humble moment, like
that was humble for sure.
Like he just humbled himself.
Yeah, and when he revealed himself to the band that he had AIDS, and that it was between them, and that he wants to live the rest of his days just being who he wants, who he was born to be, a performer.
Yeah.
And And us as musicians, that inspires us, but it definitely will inspire you and anyone to just follow your dreams. If you feel like you be who you are, be who you feel you are. It doesn't matter what it is, you know, your sexuality. It could be your sexuality to whatever you want to be in life, whatever. Just be you, be original, follow your dreams, never stop, never give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Realize your worth. That was one thing that I thought was really thought that was inspiring. Going back to that moment where like he walked out from that office and then like just chucked a rock at
Oh yeah,
and
you will always be the lost queen.
Freddie Mercury knew how much he was worth,
and that
was inspiring to me.
Yep. Always know your worth.
Yeah.
Always know your worth. So this is our final ratings. Danny, did it blow your mind out of the fucking water? Is it great? Is it aight? Bored to death? Whack? Absolute trash? What is your final rating?
Oh man, I thought my mind was blown from the whole movie. Like it was just beautiful all the way from start to finish.
I'm gonna have to fucking agree. I was mind blown, and we're musicians, but we're not just speaking as musicians. We're speaking as just regular people who have dreams, who were fucking inspired coming out of this goddamn movie. It will inspire you. No matter what your profession or what you want your profession to be, it will inspire you. And the movie was great. It was fucking awesome.
Really great.
Cut. Rami Malek, definitely. What a fucking awesome actor. I've never seen him in another movie. This is the first movie I've seen him, and I think he did a terrific fucking job.
Yeah.
He sold that shit. Like, I believed his accent. I believed everything. I was convinced.
Yeah. I was
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Great movie.
Great fucking movie. Mind blew us the fuck away. Go watch it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. You should definitely go out and watch it.
Go watch it. Yeah. This video's over.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Go. Be inspired. Poopy Devil TV. We'll see you next time. Soup.